All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. It is good to be here, and we have Alan back with us with a pretty cool addition, which obviously he can't show you, but you know, if you follow him on Instagram and stuff like that, you'll find out. So,
well, it does kind of say it in the name.
it does. It does. Here we got here we go. So they just took off. All right. So we'll actually have Battle Bean. If you would, sir, would you say the pledge? Get us started off right.
Okay. All right, guys. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. America.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. Alan, you want to get us going?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Once I finish getting my ducks in the row here, because the YouTube side says that Andy 79Z28, AR Gun 1776, Chris 338, G23, Georgia Trapping and Fishing, Jerry Parker, Kyle Lusk, Paul P, Pony 47, Sergeant Devil Dog, we got Staff Master Sergeant Bulldog, 2 Live Moo, Broke Loader. Yeah, it's jumping all over the place. Everybody jumping in right now. Squatch Reloading, Tim S, Uncle John, William C. Chapman, Wrench and Bolts, and this list is going all over the place. And oh yeah, the YouTube auditor. Really glad you joined us, YouTube auditor. Yeah, Backwoods Law. Yep. Redbird 491. Uncle John. I'm not sure if I mentioned Uncle John. And yeah, it is starting to pop off. Bradley just coming in. Excellent. Good to see everybody tonight. Sorry I could not make it last week. Thought I was having I did have an utter and complete catastrophic failure with the bleep bloop machine here. And it required an entire reinstall of the old OS system. So I've been playing Havoc all week and trying to get it back up to date and going as much as it possibly can. 3 minutes before the show, I got the camera working. So, sorry, folks. I had to make that happen.
So instead of repairing your computer, what did you buy?
No, yeah. I know that this particular bleep bloop machine thing here is on its way south. But instead of buying that, I hit the local gun show here, and I went to the local gun show with the intention of buying a Ruger 1022 takedown. Nothing really all that special, just a backpack Ruger 1022 takedown. Ended up walking away with a CZ Shadow 2 blue and black. I did this solely to piss off Mario Mosen.
That's awesome. And before we get to Mario, let's jump over to we have AOK with us, and it's someone's birthday today. Yes, we're calling you out. That's right.
Fellow Leo, hey.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Mine's the 21st. If you guys want to give me something, just saying.
We're doing great. We went shooting for her birthday yesterday, didn't we? Yes. Yep. Down with Redbird. 491. Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. So what'd you shoot?
Yep,
What
thank you, Robin.
all did you shoot yesterday?
Oh. Some people had 44 mags. Some people had 45, 9,
A lot of 9s.
a few ARs from from Mr. Rogers on all the way to her DPMS, things like that. I don't.
1911. We shot a 1911.
Oh yeah, we shot
that was a nice one.
Yeah, a bull by bull. The Argentina, is it Argentina? No, Iranian something. I don't remember.
Oh, so Redbird just brought out a couple of her weapons then, and you shot about every caliber there is.
And Alan, you remember my friend Michael Thompson? He had a few guns too.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So
Thank you, Kyle.
they only brought out. She only brought out one suitcase full. Only one.
See, and I like it. It's pissing Mario off too, because suitcase full of guns. That's awesome. Good deal.
Well, I know that Mario's been dreaming of a Shadow 2 himself. I've been contemplating a Shadow 2 for quite some time, and got it for about $200 less than standard retail. So
We got a crazy Welshman.
No, I can't complain. I did get myself a little birthday present for me. Like my "I love you" me present. I love you. So I did that for me. I'm picking that up tomorrow.
oh yeah, we gonna hear about it, or do we get to see about it on video?
Oh, you had to stay tuned and find out.
You're such a tease.
Oh my God, totally. Like, sure. Totally there, man. I know. AOK is like, man, I don't know what I got myself into here with this chat. These guys are kind of crazy,
They know what's up. They've been here. They've been here many
that's
times.
right.
I've been there when they got
right.
so heavy.
Mm.
And then I've had dinner with Alan, and he came for my birthday before, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself
sorry.
into with him.
Oh, that's right. You guys are from Iowa, huh? That's right. You guys are in
Yeah.
the same state. That's cool, man. So is it harvest season for the corn right now or what?
Oh yeah, for the sweet corn. Yep.
Oh, you got more than one corn?
Yep.
Oh, go ahead with your best self. Next month is popcorn harvest. And
We have three kinds. We have the sweet corn, popcorn, and then feed corn.
Oh, wow. Had no idea.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Jamie, how you doing,
Learn
brother?
something
What you working on back there?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm decapping some 350 Legend brass to go in the cleaner. And I got a question for Andy and some of the guys later on once we get going real good. But I have one question for Thak and Brenda. These guns that y'all shot yesterday for your birthday, how many rounds did the magazines hold?
Well,
A lot.
What was it? Was it more than 10?
Was it more than
Yeah.
10?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I hate
Yeah,
you
we,
guys already, all right? God.
We
love
here
Mario.
we here in a free state have
Yeah.
like these magazines that double up and go to 17 plus, and
Absolutely.
just standard size magazines.
You know,
just
I've always-
standard capacity.
I've always wanted to ask Mario a question. Does it go to 11?
I can be a rebel, sir. I can totally be a rebel.
Yeah, that's a little mean. My bad. I didn't mean nothing bad, Mario. I'm just picking on you, bro. And so you got a birthday coming up. What day is yours?
Mine's on the 21st, sir. It's actually gonna land on what, Sunday or Saturday,
What?
something like that. On the weekend, man. That's what I'm talking about. So that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to not looking forward to, because it's like you're getting closer to the AARP card. So I'm like, I don't know if I want it that bad yet. So it's just like, I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right.
At least you get a
Extremely
discount down there at the
burrito.
Denny's.
Bro, man, I'm gonna have so many discounts. AARP, freaking military discount. I already got my handicap plate, or I call it the broke dick plate. Yeah, so I'm set, bro. I'm good.
Oh, they're going to be paying you to eat at their establishments.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Hey, here's my thing too, man. I become a welfare recipient come Veterans Day, bro, because you get food, you get free food everywhere.
So, Tackle Brother, you guys been working on any reloading stuff lately? And how are you healing up, Brenda? How are you healing up?
Oh, I'm doing good with my knee and getting ready for my next surgery.
Your next one is on the 25th. And so far, I've been reloading 223, 556, and 9 mils and 44 mag.
Go ahead with your
All the
best stuff.
staples. Good deal.
With your sesame shirt on. I like it.
I personally think if you can reload 223 and 9mm, you can almost reload anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reloading 380 for a while, but I got rid of that gun, so now we're mainly a 9 mil family, so that's what I reload the most.
Yeah. No, honestly, when I reload the 380, I do it on a single stage. For some reason, I just don't trust it doing it on a turret or on a progressive. To me, I enjoy doing it on a single stage. Plus, I can kind of keep an eye on what I'm putting in most of the time, because you stop and think about it. The 380 is such a small little round. You definitely don't want to double charge that sucker.
Yep. So
that's
sorry,
been
Al,
one of my concerns with a 10mm is with the powder that I'm using and everything else, there is enough room for me to double charge that case. So I'm doing that on the Dillon, on the Score Deal B, but I got lights all up on it, and my eyeballs hit every single case. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm checking every single case.
Yeah, no, on the Dillon, I wouldn't worry about it so much, but I do worry more about it if I would do it on a turret press, because my mind tends to wander, and I just rather do it on a single stage. But it's just whatever happens. Man, Daniel's here. Man, seriously, it was such a nice chat until grumpy old man showed up on the side chat.
Well, the grumpy old man's not feeling too hot, so don't give him too much shit. Wait till he's better.
Did you beat him on shooting again? Is that what it was?
I didn't go down this past week. I was gonna, but then I realized I didn't have any processed brass. So I had to process some brass.
Oh, okay.
I actually ran out processed brass. I haven't done that in probably 3 years.
But you know, one thing I do like about Daniel's property, it looks so peaceful there, man. It really does. I'm like, wow.
It
That
is,
a
man. It's
property.
nice out there. You've got nice
Yeah,
property,
it's nice
dude.
property. Yeah. So quiet.
G23 threw a question out for me there. Why didn't you get the XL 750? Well, because my Dylan Square Deal B was donated to me. It was given to me by one kind individual, and so I honestly didn't even buy the press. And it's been a godsend. It's like one of the sexiest things in my house. At this point, next to the Shadow 2. But
Shut up. I don't like you no more.
Even just the Square Deal B has been a godsend. Would I absolutely love a XL 750? Positively. I would take the refrigerator out of my house to make room for it.
Okay, that's a little out there, but yeah, okay. You gotta have sustenance, bro. Come on.
Yeah, 750, 650, 750s. You know, they're a good press, obviously.
Yeah, they are.
You know, Chico started with that kind of press, and I eventually upgraded to that press, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You're still just like Alan. I always check every single case, no matter what.
Now you have to, man, because you know everything made by man can have his issues with it. So yeah, it's always good to check it. So
Yeah, because when I first started, I didn't realize to use the loading block to make sure that everything was charged until I had one that did not have powder, and I was like, oh fudge, that sucked. So now everything gets double checked.
So you had a squib load?
Yup.
yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. I hear you, Daniel.
Yeah, our internet really sucks.
Yeah, if you would like to pay the shipping there, I will pay the shipping coming to me. No problem. I'll be all over that, Bald. Absolutely. I'll even take pictures of it all set up in the place where my refrigerator was. I'll even do it for $650. Yep. I'll even do it with a $650 for sure.
Hey, by the way, I want to talk about Bald. You know, I got a call from Slovenia this weekend. I was like, "Is that you, fool? Did you get arrested over there?" I didn't pick it up because I was like, "I am not paying no freaking long distance charges, man." So I'm glad you're doing okay. But I swear to God, I got a call from Slovenia. I'm like, the only guy I know from Slovenia lives in New York. Why would he be calling me?
You know, I've been getting advertisements lately, and I blame them on Bald and Curious as well. They're advertisements for Slovenia mail-in brides. You know,
you talking about mail brides?
Yeah,
sweet, bro. You're gonna have a bald in your house.
I bet you he probably took your email address and signed you up.
I'm telling you, he sure did. That bastard.
Yeah, squibs happen. The biggest thing is just paying attention to it. Don't follow up that shot.
Yeah, I think the squib loads are kind of like shooting a chronograph. You just it's bound to happen.
Hey, who shot a chronograph?
Do you own one?
No, that's why, because I don't want to shoot it.
Everyone shoots one eventually.
No, I'm good. I don't feel like spending the $400 and have it messed up. No, I'm good.
That's a good one, Kyle. They called to ask you about your car's warranty, Mario.
Oh God, I get those all the time. Those are annoying. Those are annoying.
I still get them on my brand new truck. I'm like, okay, my truck's still new, so my warranty hasn't expired. But good luck.
Yeah. No, and you hit if you don't want to be called or taken off the list, press 2. You press 2, and all of a sudden it just hangs up on you. I'm like, oh, well, I hope that went through because we don't want to get called again.
No, I like to mess with them. I'll give them a random ass car and a random model and all the rest of it, and let them screw around for a little bit before they finally figure it out.
Yeah, so
Man, hey, tell them you got a 1988 Yugo, bro. That'll go well.
tell them you got a
There you go.
1963
Hey, G23. She's sitting right over there. I know it's probably a better look, but there, right there, she's. Ooh,
Dude,
I can almost grab the handle from here.
dude, what do you got that crazy lightning, bro? I mean, seriously, you're already pretty white. We don't need more lighting.
Oh yeah, yeah. That thing is a little
Look
bright.
at that thing, man. Good Lord.
Yeah,
My
it's
eyes hurt
it's
just
like
looking
it's
at
like
that
the
thing.
sun. I've got lights all over the place, but
Oh my God. No wonder you look so pale. You can see your veins and stuff. Got this forehead veins right there. Oh man. Well, you know what, dude? Congratulations on your Shadow 2, asshole. But it looks beautiful. It actually looks like have you had a chance to shoot it yet?
I have not. I haven't put a round through it yet. I'm probably going to end up actually taking it with me to work tomorrow and going directly after work and putting some rounds through it because I just can't stand to not do it.
I would have
Just
done it
could-
already if I would have had one of those.
I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out today to do it. Had adulting that I needed to do. It wasn't a good thing.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Did you go have your wine tasting with all your friends? Is that what it was?
Well, I had to go renew my vehicle's extended warranty. So
Oh, sweet. I like it. Hey, you know what? Maybe you can do the thing to the side and go, break yourself, boo. Something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Gangsta homie in Iowa.
Yeah. If you turn it all the way to the full 90, I want to see how far it actually shoots the case straight up. See if the ejection's that good.
Hey, what is it that you want me to learn about geography from Europe? I'm better than these fools. These fools think Guatemala's in southern Mexico. That's how ignorant these fools are.
Well, it is south of Mexico, is it
geography.
Not? Stop with your bad self and go stand outside Home Depot.
Hey, I don't stand anymore.
It's south of Mexico, is it not? I mean,
I just guide. That's all I do, man. Mm-hmm. So, Mr. Jamie, how are you, sir? What are you working on as far as reloading?
I was just that's a good thing to talk about at this juncture.
I think so, yes, because it's starting to get out of hand.
I got some 350 Legend rounds.
Ooh,
and
I like it.
67 spent cases that I just deprimed, and I'm going to be throwing these in the cleaner and reloading those. Most of those are Starline, so that it'll be their third firing. My question: it's AR cartridge. It goes in AR-15, straight walled, or theoretically straight walled. And y'all know rifle rounds need to be annealed. Do you have to anneal that? What's good question for the panel and for the side chat. Do you think we need to anneal straight wall rifle brass? And there's several cartridges out there, 450 Bushmaster, that kind of stuff that you can use in different states. Hey, brother.
What's happening, Chico wise?
Chico
up,
looking
Mr.
all
Shadow?
hardcore.
Mr. Shadow 2 owner.
Oh yeah,
I gotta admit, I'm jealous, Chico.
it took me long enough, but I'm glad I have her now.
Just wait till he goes to the range tomorrow. Goes to work tomorrow. He's going to be antsy all freaking day long. He's going to get to the range. He's going to pull that trigger, and the smile on his face is going to go from ear to ear.
Those are sweet shooting weapons, man.
I've heard nothing but phenomenal things ever.
You shot one though, right?
Nope.
You ain't shot the Scotsmans? I thought you did.
No.
No, when I was there, I only had a couple of revolvers with me. I think that was all I had was a couple of revolvers and the rifle.
There's a guy who shoots competition with me. He runs one for his competition gun. Stock. It's a stock Shadow 2. And it's like it performs.
That's all you need, homie. That's all
He's got no dot on it or anything, but yeah.
Oh, homie's gangster, man. He's going out there with nothing on it. That's what I'm talking about.
Mac Man saying he's got Shadow 2 orange and the matching tactical sport orange, which is just absolutely phenomenal. I was almost hoping that they would have had a TS2. Just slight variances from the TSO. But yeah, it could have had 2 Excaliburs.
I'll tell you, I almost, back when Pop's Quest was selling his, I think it was his TSO. It was an orange one. I had messaged him and I was really considering buying it, but I should have did. It was before the Rona hit us, so I should have probably bought it because those sweet shooting competition guns, or they can be sweet shooting competition guns.
Hey, you guys are back.
Sorry.
There you go.
We were in the reloading room and it was brick, so everybody just kept cutting out, so we had to move so that we could hear everyone.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, what do you guys got anything coming up this week? You guys doing anything special this week?
You talking to us?
Yep.
Oh, what do we have coming up this week?
I have doctor appointments, pre-op physical, all that good stuff.
I'm gonna practice more on my 44 Magnum reloads. I think I'm gonna go a little hotter.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You got any questions on the 44? Just let me know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I was just
that's what
gifted
we got.
one, so I'm very proud of it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm just waiting for Alan to, say, let's go hunting.
Hey, so I got a CZ question for you guys. So if you get a SP01 and you Cajuниze it, does that make it about as equivalent to a Shadow 2, or is it still not at that same level?
It's gonna be a sweet gun, but it ain't gonna be Shadow 2. It ain't gonna be up there. Let's say that.
Okay.
Because I think the SP101 is a smaller barrel. It's a shorter barrel anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Shadow 2 has got at least a 5.5-inch barrel at least. Might be
It's a 4.9.
It's a 4.9. Yeah, I knew it was close like that. So
Yeah.
compared to the SP 101, it's got to be like 4 1/4 or something like that. But the SP 101, that's a sweet looking pistol too. It's all steel or all aluminum. I think Val owns one, don't he? I'm sorry,
Val's
Ball.
everything.
I know Daniel does, I believe.
Yeah, Daniel has
Yeah,
one.
he has one, yeah. But I think he has an Omega trigger on his, if I believe.
Yeah, his is the Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he has
75
the other one too. I think the wife has the other one.
the 75B with the Omega Urban Gray. Yeah, that's another one. Another one of the ones that I've lusted after. For some oddball reason, when it comes to handguns, the main ones that I've been looking at for a few years now have all been CZs.
No, they're beautiful. They're beautiful pistols, man. I just like them because they fit so well in your hand. Coming from a brick like the Glock, and then all of a sudden you go to that, I'm like, oh, hey.
Hey, Mario, have you checked it or any of the? Well, I know the 97B is on the list because Willie Bullet.
Yeah,
Man
but it's a 45. I don't want a 45 right now, bro.
So have you found out if any of those CZs are on California's list? Or do you know?
Well, the problem is that the FFL that I had that did actually could get a Shadow 2 is no longer getting Shadow 2s or has not even tried. Look at that vicious dog behind. Anyways, like I was saying, if I would get anything, it'd probably be SPO1. That's what I was kind of asking about the whole Cajun Gunworks trigger job thingy.
I'm sorry, but that is a dog.
That's our little rescue from the ARL, Miko.
Hey, don't mess with Miko, man.
Yeah, don't
Miko.
look. He's vicious. You see him?
Miko.
He's very vicious.
That is my little rescue.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a big ass dog. I'm not going to your house. I'm sure that thing doesn't like brown people either. So I'm just saying.
That's why I can't keep competition targets around here either.
Yeah, because I got something against all these damn. Why do you guys use brown targets on USPC, PSA, whatever the fuck it is? That's racist, man. Shooting the brown targets.
It's practical training or practical shooting sport.
So racist.
Hey, I'll tell you a story, man. My last match was last Sunday, and the guy said that, right? So I'm going through the shoot house, and targets are brown cardboard, and I'm plugging them, pow, pow, pow. And it was one, if you shoot competition, sometimes they set the targets up different, right? I got an echo, right? And I hit the white target. And the guy was like, man, you shot the white man. I'm like, whatever, bro. It is what it is. So, but yeah, I guess that's just typical.
You shot the white man.
Yep, headshot.
Ooh.
I got docked 10 points for that.
That's spicy. I like it.
So I shot that CZ Rami. I thought it was really nice. That's what I'm looking for now.
Did you find it snappy at all?
I did not. I actually found it very comfortable for my wrists and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But Redbird 491 reloads her load to fit the gun. So that was very helpful to me. So I wrote down her loads and stuff like that. I mean, when it comes to reloading, my God, her wealth of knowledge is really great. So I've been tapping that knowledge from her since she's so local and and stuff like that. So that she's been, I mean, I can't call Jamie at midnight.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure
No, but you know
can.
what I
No
what
more
I
picture, but
yeah.
you can
So,
call.
but yeah, she reloaded it. Actually, she said like right a little bit hotter than the one, and it shot really nice. You know, I'm so new to pistol that I'm like, man, even my SIG seemed my because I just got the 365 XL. That seemed a little snappy to me. So now I have to load to fit that gun, which is wow,
Okay.
you guys, man, this reloading stuff is a whole new. Woo,
Yeah, man,
I can't believe how much I'm learning.
it's a rabbit hole you're never gonna get out of. So enjoy.
Yes, yeah. She's the what did we say? A reloading widow.
Now,
Mhm.
Tech, what were you looking at the Remy and what caliber?
9.
9. So I think Mario, you referring to the 40, weren't you?
No. I was referring to the 9. I was just kind of curious if that one was snappy. Um,
That's a
I
sweet
was just
little
kind of.
pistol. I've handled
It
one in a gun
is.
before,
It
but
is.
the only thing that drove me away from it is there are no magazine compatibility. Like no other magazines work for it.
Oh,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's a kind of like a small little pocket gun that I was very interested in, but when I found out like there's no Canic magazines will work in it, or but so those magazine CZs can be pricey sometimes depending on what you get.
I see.
Even Medguard magazines are expensive, so
Right.
that's the only thing about it. But it's a great shooter. So
It is nice little pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've shot the Remy 9 and liked it. I don't think that I would like it in 40 cal. And 40's just so snappy that even in most full size, it creates a little bit of a snap.
Mhm.
But in a little Remy, no, I don't think I would like enjoy shooting that for any length of time.
honestly, you know what? I take that back because I mean, got a friend of mine who's law enforcement, and he has a Smith and Wesson. That is I think it's a compact 40, and because that's his backup weapon, and I shot it, and it was just very pleasant to shoot that particular pistol in 40 because I mean, like, honestly, I like my G23, but man, that thing is not really fun to shoot. I mean, you shoot maybe 20-30 rounds afterwards, you're like, your hand kind of hurts. You're like, you know what, let me go back to 9 or something like that.
No,
So
have you tried the compact, the 75 compact?
no, I have not, sir.
I was talking to Tack.
Oh no, I have not. Sorry.
You might like that better than the Remy.
Okay, I'll have to. So the gun range that we sometimes go to, he lets us try different guns. So I'll have to. If you'll text me and let me know which one you're talking about, and then I can ask him if I can try it before, so because so far I've bought 3 guns that I was like, nope, 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 So now they're like, hey, stop doing that. Just come up, try a gun, and then you can check if you want to buy it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to what it is.
All right, thank you.
I don't know what y'all are referring to a Remy.
What was that, Jamie?
I said I don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't know what y'all are referring to the Remy.
The CZ Remy is it's kind of like an equivalent of a compact Glock 26. I think they come in 9mm and 40, if I believe. So it's just a small compact pistol from CZ. It's pretty nice. I like it.
Ooh, nice.
There you go. So that's to compete with Shield. the new high capacity pocket guns, what they call the micro nines.
Yeah, it'd be kind of in that realm. Yeah.
Ruger LC9 Max kind of thing. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Something wrong with our
Yeah,
volume.
they the 9mm on those Remy's, if I'm recalling properly, there's a flush mag at 10 rounds and a 14 round extended mag that comes factory.
I'll tell you a little sweet, little small 9mm. It's like a single stack, kind of similar to the Remy, but not really. Sig makes a 938, and I almost purchased one of those about 4 years ago, but they were so damn high. It's basically like a 1911 micro miniature or something like that, but it's a sweet shooting pistol. I rented one at a range, and I would have bought it, but for the price, it was $600-700. I was like, no, it can stay on the ship.
I have the 238. I really like it.
That's
but
in 380, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little gun, man.
I think that's the one I just sold. The 380.
The 238.
Oh,
yeah.
the 238. Yeah.
Yeah, the 238.
And you'll get your money's worth on it because they do sell pretty well, and you do get your money's worth on them.
So Bald sent me a link out there, and the link says that has already been discontinued. So,
Yeah, the 2075s, the regular Remy's, but you can still find them. There's still an abundance out there of them. They're just no longer making them.
Oh.
But there is an abundance of them out there.
Yeah, same thing happened to the P10C. They discontinued them in 2018, and when they did, I said I got to find me one, just because they stopped making them. So I ended up purchasing one, and I'm looking forward to shooting that thing. I'm gonna put a dot on it, so it shoots nice though.
Well, right now, I think my favorite gun right now is the 360. What is it? 365. Yeah, I got the XL and she got the mini, whatever you call it. First one. Yeah.
Yeah, not a ton of size difference though, right?
No, quarter inch, I think they said. But
Yeah,
to me, it looks almost a full inch. Yeah. But mine's 12 round magazine. And yours is what? 10. Yeah. That's about the only difference, really. Well, we could buy her the, extended mag.
12 and
Yeah.
15.
I like
Yeah,
it so far. I've only shot like the target twice out of 100 rounds. I don't know. I'm still doing that, closing that one eye. That's my problem, Alan. I know you told me open both goddamn eyes. But
you gotta shoot both eyes open. It'll help you a lot.
yeah, that's been my problem. I can't get away from that rifle shooting.
It's a very hard habit to break. When you've gotten into certain habits, they're difficult to break.
Yeah.
Difficult to break.
Yeah,
Oh,
do a lot of dry fire practice, and that way you'll get more and more used to it. Save your
Yeah,
ammo.
that's what I'm trying. And the trigger finger placement is my problem too. I want to grip it instead of just, slowly just slightly squeeze. I'm pulling instead of just squeezing.
I've found that to be more critical on pistol and rifle. You got to get that pad right there on the face of the
Yeah.
trigger.
Yep.
You're not the only
That's
one that
what I'm
has that
having
problem.
problems with.
Trust me.
So I sit around pretending that I'm Chico and draw real fast and then watch where my finger goes. And then I'll put it back and I'm like, God dang it, draw again. Chico, I'm telling you, I am a speed shooter from hell when there's no ammo involved.
Oh yeah.
Or actual targets to hit.
Right.
Man, I am one crack shot when there's nothing to hit.
Yep, me too.
If you ever go to, I'll tell you when I got into shooting in the competition, I've only been doing it since March. But if you go to a match and watch someone, or you watch those other competitors, it will make you say, "Damn, I am slow," because, and I think how they do it because they've been doing it so long, it looks easy until you get up there to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And another thing, I always try to have somebody record me with my phone because I critique. I'm my worst critic. I critique myself. I see stuff that happens after I watch the video, after I ran a stage, and I'm like, damn, I could have did better, or I could have did this, or I didn't do this. So, yeah, just like Scotsman and Allen both said, the dry fire is very important. As weird as it may seem, it may seem crazy doing it. Because you really got the trigger, so but the repetitions.
You can record yourself doing that too, so you can see where your draw pattern is, see where you're making the mistakes on your draw, and then you figure out your finger on the trigger and so on and so forth going along with that.
I don't post it. I don't post it, but a lot of times these days when I'm doing my dry fire practice, I video myself. And just to see if my form is right, if I'm grabbing this right, if I'm angling wrong, if I'm doing this right, you can really kind of really critique yourself just by recording yourself and doing it. Another one of the main things that a lot of people forget about dry fire practice is you don't go at race speed. You slow and steady.
Okay.
You're training your muscles to do that. And if you're just trying to go fast, you're not training your muscles to mimic those patterns every single time. And a lot of people forget that about dry fire practice, and they just want to go, okay, how fast can I go?
And it really it's just repetitive. It's muscle training is what that is. I mean, you have no idea. Like people always wonder, like, how is it that like service members can do a raid and do it so quickly and so well? I mean, you have no idea how much they actually had to do. We had to do what they call reflexive fire, and basically everything that you're doing it over and over and over. And then first is dry fire, then it's with rounds, and then it's doing the whole thing all over again. And it becomes a thing where it's just muscle memory. You know what you're doing. So it's no different than what you're doing in competition.
Well, and one thing you might want to try too when you go to the range, instead of just loading the gun and start shooting, do some dry firing before you start shooting.
Okay.
And that way you're getting yourself warmed up on the trigger. You're not slapping the trigger. You're warming yourself up a little bit, then load and then shoot.
Okay.
So so you'll see the competition guys. You've seen Chico do it. If you watch any of his competition videos, he won't even pull the gun out of the holster, but he'll pull up and he'll go target. Okay, this is where I'm going. I'm going here, target, and then I'm going to load, and then I'm target. And then they'll actually like draw empty and be up on it. And that's ever before that bell goes off. Now, I'm not a competition guy. I've never shot a competition. now I've got a pistol that I could actually take to a competition, not be embarrassed. But
Yeah, I don't think I'll be a competition shooter anytime soon either. I got to hit something first.
We'll get you hitting something. We'll figure it out. And you can, if you want, when you do that dry fire and stuff, and you record yourself, you can send me it. I'll look at it and kind of give you some pointers and see what's going on.
Awesome.
Talk all kinds of smack. Telling you that you should wear different color socks or something. Who knows?
Yeah, yesterday they told me, "Oh, look, your left butt cheek's too high. Turn that around." I'm like, "What?"
Hey, you know what? I would not be a competitive shooter until they change those brown targets. So I'm gonna say, God,
You're always so racist.
not being racist. Hey, I didn't not the one that came on with the brown target, man.
You're not
There's
even,
white target too. You're just not allowed to shoot them.
you're not brown right now, Mario. You're about 3 different shades of green. With
Okay.
Indy for Alan's shadow too.
You're right. Okay, I'll shut up.
I'm probably 2 shades of green myself, so that is a fine firearm. That is a fine pistol.
Yeah, and one of the big things too is and Feathers out there, and he says it too. Practice on your own a little bit more, so you don't have people around you giving you extra pressure and all the rest of it. You know,
Yeah.
that's where the camera comes in handy.
I think that's what we talked about earlier today.
Yeah.
Is that we'd like to just go out, just the two of us. She'll record me, I'll record her, and then and then kind of look at it ourselves to see what we think we're doing wrong, and then then be like, oh, okay, maybe I can. I think I need to just. I also have problems with. I have to get myself out of that one eye shooting. I just got to keep practicing. Open both eyes. So.
I can't shoot with 2 eyes open either, and I don't see that in it anytime.
Well, I just found out. So we were driving down the street today, and I was doing like this, and I've been thinking I was right eye dominant. I actually think I'm left eye dominant. That may be part of my problem too. I gotta
Check
figure
this
out
out. You know
which eye
how
is
you
dominant.
fix it? Put some Gorilla Tape right here and Gorilla Tape right here. Never gonna have that problem. Just saying.
Your eyebrows may permanently look like Mario's, but
Now we know his secret. Now we know how he got those.
Do not hate on my Dracula eyebrow.
Hey,
Sure,
Alan, here's
sure.
our other rescue.
did
Look
you
at
name
Timmy
that
Bad
Sir
Dog.
Lix-a-Lot?
That's Sissy. Somebody dropped her off at a gas station.
Oh,
She's got one blue eye, one brown eye.
Freaky. And that dog, I would run from that dog. I don't know what it
watched
is.
too much
Something about
Christine.
dogs with 2 different color eyes have always weirded me out.
She's just got to lick you to death. That's all.
Chico, what are you getting ready to load, bro?
Probably just some 9mm, nothing special. I have some. So I'll tell you this: if anybody's familiar with Acme or use Acme stuff, for 9mm, they've permanently changed their design back, or their bullet profile back. And I don't care for their new profile; it's a fatter profile.
they did the same thing with the 380 too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. 380 and 9 as far as same diameter but different grains. But if you look at these 2 bullets here, this is at one time this was the old profile, and then this was the new profile, the red one. And now
So
they
just
went
completely changed the ogive then.
yes. So the seating depth is different. Oops.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah.
You see how that one's the red one's a little higher, so
Yeah.
you can, the ogive is different on it. So anytime you change a variable in reloading, stuff changes a little bit. So I was trying to run the same charge with the old profile with the new profile, and it worked, but same charge. I think I backed off like 0.2 of a grain, but I just don't like when they stuff. I actually emailed them and asked them if they will the old profile be coming back, and this was a few months back, and they told me no. So I was like,
have you noticed a big difference in the weight? Have you ever got a chance to weigh your bullets and see if there's a major difference on them as far as the grains?
Oh, from Acme, like if I buy a bulk pack from them or something, you might get a 1/10 or 2/10 of a difference. So these are 124s, these green ones, and my scale could be off. It says 123.5, and if I grab another one, random 123.1, so 0.4 off. If I grab one more, 123.4. So that's not bad,
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent. That's generally if I'm gonna be shooting any kind of competition or shooting for 100% accuracy, then I'll use Acme bullets and load with those. Otherwise, I'll use my cast bullets.
See, about says overall length of 9mm is overrated. It doesn't make that much of a difference. I don't know, man, because I've had when I first started loading 9mm. This is why I messed up, right? I started loading for my Glock, right? And I chambered those in my CZ, and it locked up the gun. So that's when I found out. Now I load everything from my CZ, and it works in all my other 9s.
Yeah,
so I guess
and that's the same thing happened to me the first time I bought a CZ. Completely
That's
different.
what I do. Everything is lined up for my CZ. If it works there, it's going to work on anything else.
Yeah, I mean it totally locked up the gun as far as like I was at the range. You grab the slide and slap the frame forward, and you can see the rifling on the bullet. So I was like, oh, not gonna do that shit no more. So I started loading everything for the CZ's chamber or barrel, and then I can run it in anything pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second, because that's something that can really help Thack and Brenda with their reloading adventures. We say CZ, but what we're actually talking about is whatever handgun we have that of that caliber that we're loading for that has the tightest chamber. In other words, the chamber that's going to get the bullet stuck in it the easiest, that's the one we want all of our rounds to fit. That way we have one load and one cartridge overall length for all of our handguns. Go ahead, Chico.
Oh, no, I was just reading the side chat. See, and so I want to answer Bald, because I know Bald is a big user of Acme bullets. This new bullet profile, I have to load them shorter for them to chamber and not lock up the gun. So I have to load them at right at about 1.1, whereas before the older profile, I could load them at 1.15. Basically.
He's saying CZ are known to have shorty chamber.
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, but the tolerances are a lot tighter also than, say, compared to a Glock. So that's also another factor.
You're talking about the two ends of the spectrum, man.
Yep. So I understand what you're saying, Jamie, because we had some reloads that it went for everybody's 9mm ran it. Even her 365 ran, but it would not run in my 365 XL. Yeah, so we were like, well, shit, something's going on. So we kept trying, and there was just that hair lip on there that we had to figure out.
Well, that's what the difference is
the ogive.
Right, the ogive of the bullet and the where the rifling starts in the barrel and those tight chambers are generally more accurate. Not always, but generally speaking, the tighter the tolerances are, the more accurate the pistol will shoot.
Okay.
Michael Hurtneck said it was wondering if anybody used blue bullets, and yeah, I'm pretty positive a number of us have used blue bullets before.
I haven't, but a lot of people have, and I know they changed their I don't know their powder, because a lot of people used to complain about their fingers being blue after they loaded them up. So that's one thing that drove me away from using them, because I was like, I'm already have other, stuff on my hands or whatever, or if I'm wearing gloves. But so I've heard that they changed their I don't know, I guess their powder coat or their high-tech coating. So I would, I use bullets where I can find a good deal on, but I do like Acme stuff. And because a lot of the guys I see, Bald shoots Acme, and Bald used to buy a lot of Acme stuff. And Is Your Six Covered? And the Reloader dude at one time, that was pretty much all that they would use, or all I would see rather.
Yeah, I like blue bullets, and I didn't mind the blue
Smurf
fingers
fingers.
afterwards. Yeah, but the only thing I noticed with them right now that they are so back ordered. If you place any kind of order with them, they're telling you that it might take about 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm not trying to do that. Well, Acme can get you that stuff right away. So
Hey, look, this is what happened when I loaded the new profile. You see it?
Chunk.
So this is one I had it locked up the gun. I mean, I got it to go in the battery, and it would have shot, but I was like, I got to pull that one out to see. So I needed to go a little bit shorter on this one. So this one I loaded up to the last overall length of like 1.15. And it need to be at least 1.13 or something. So, but it works.
Yeah. And every bullet's different. They're not all going to be the same. That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have like the Dillon set up to run just on the Acme bullet, and then I have another set of 9mm dies on the Lyman, so that whenever I run different 9mm bullets, I load them on there. So I change it. I don't worry about it. The Dillon sits and stays on what it is.
man,
Yep.
Excuse me, mister. No, I do the same thing. Just messing with you. I put my I put my Acme on my turret, my lead turret press. I have that one set up for just Acme, and then the other stuff that I get from a lot of you guys, I have it set up for that one as well. I use a lot of that Lee 124, and it works well for me.
Are you guys finding that supplies are coming back gradually?
Yeah, I mean they're coming back pretty decent out this way. Prices are dropping a little bit, but not a ton. But supplies are definitely coming back out.
Yeah, I noticed. I was at Mills, and a box or a case of small pistol primer was $64.
That's all right. I don't know about y'all, Chico. I pretty much got an idea about your situation because I'm just about in it. But I ain't seen a box of primers around here for 6 months. I just ain't.
I've been seeing primers. They're probably not the price I want to pay, but the last time I bought some, I bought 500 small Magnum rifle. And 500 of them cost me like $42.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'd rather have them, and it was a lot better than when everything first happened. When 1,000 primers were $250 on Gunbroker, and actually, even some of the local stores around me, I was like, I am not paying, that for primer, especially when I used to get them for $40 for 1,000. So,
Right.
$40 for 500 wasn't bad.
Yeah, we got limits out here still. We got you can buy 200 of each
Come on.
So the way you can get away with that, with buying a little bit more, is walking in with someone like Daniel, and then you're able to walk out with 400 each.
Here, Chico, I thought you were just growing a second head on your shoulders.
He's cozy. I'm glad you took a shower. All right, you ready for school tomorrow? All right, see you in the
Hey,
morning. Right?
Carter.
No,
Hey,
no,
Carter.
we're done with the tap.
I haven't been able to search around much in the way for primers for the last 2 weeks myself, but I have been seeing prices of factory loads coming down. Yeah, Mad Sexy, 45 cents around for 5.56. I did see at the show yesterday 42 cents around for 5.56 Federal. So it's getting a lot closer. It's still elevated, but it was available, and nothing like what they were talking about beforehand.
Yeah, I can't find any rifle primers at all. So the pistol primers that I did get for $64, that was actually at Mills Fleet Farm, Alan.
Okay.
And there was no limit. So they only had 2,000, and I was like, man, no, I'll be nice. I'll just buy the one. So I left half for somebody else.
Now, and was that the 64 for 1,000?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have had to call somebody or went in with a different hat. Because we've been struggling down here with components. Like Scotsman asked, I have been seeing components come back. I think the prices won't ever be like they used to be.
Right.
Because I remember getting Tight Group for $19 at Academy Sports.
Oh, yeah.
So I've seen Tight Group at gun stores now, $35. And I was like, I'd rather buy this Accurate, or I'd rather buy this sports pistol for $35.
Yeah.
Or Shooter's World Clean Shot.
Right.
Which is basically the same dang thing. But yeah, man, it's powder here that I found is $49.99 a pound. When it used to be, it used to depend on what it was, and some of the more expensive Hodgson stuff you could buy $33 to $35 a pound. Now even the cheap powders like Tight Group, like Chico was talking about, that's $49.99 a pound too. It don't matter what it is. If it's a pound of gunpowder, it's $49.99 right now.
Yeah.
Ours is 20 something out here, like 25 or 26, I think. So it's up a little bit, but it's not nowhere near as high as that.
We can barely find powder. When it comes to powder, we can. Yeah, everything else is coming back except for powder and rifle primer. Yeah.
I've got a
So
buddy.
I got lucky. I have, I bought them by the jugs, the big 8 pounds.
That's good.
So I've been lucky not to run short so far. But if they don't come here to Iowa soon, I'm gonna have to start, slowing down a little bit.
I've got a buddy who shoots with me. He's asking me if I think he loads, and he shoots 45 ACP. He loads, I think it's like Universal or Clays or something, and he hasn't been able to find it. And he was asking me, and he's in Georgia, and he was like, if you see any of these, buy it for me, and I'll cash up. And I said, have you ever tried any other powders? And he said, no. I said, you might want to try some different powders, because for my 9mm loads, Tight Group is going to be my preferred powder because I can get more with Tight Group. But I have other loads. I got HP 38. I've got sports pistol. I've got a lot of different stuff. I've got a lot of options just in case I can't find Tight Group anymore, or I'm not willing to pay, like Jamie was saying, $49 for Tight Group when it was $25 or $20 before all of this happened. So sometimes you got to experiment different ways, and that just goes back into the basic load development. Just run 20 rounds or whatever, and you may find other stuff that works better than your load you thought worked better.
That you never would have known if you hadn't been in that pinch.
Like that 700X we got, Jamie.
800X.
800X, yeah.
Yeah, we got lucky on that one, and those primers, those tall primers. I still got those.
Me too. I was holding on.
I've used like maybe 200 of them, but they work well, man.
Those are some of the best. If you look at the research or look at past forms, those Tula rifle primers. I'm not sure about the pistol, but the Tula rifle primers was a big sought after primer for bench rests and rifle reloaders, even more than CCI and Federal.
Right.
A lot of people were saying, "Oh, they're Russian. I don't want them," and I think
primers are primers, man. Don't complain. Yeah. Primers are primers. Especially where we're at now.
Because Jamie found them before everything hit, right? And they were cheap.
Right as it was getting. It was March of 2020.
Yeah, and they were still cheap.
Yeah, I think $23 $1,000. Wasn't that about what we paid?
He said, "You want some primers?" I said, "Yep." Sure we do.
Yeah, heck yeah, take them when you can get them. Alan, you want to run through the side chat? It's been a minute.
Oh yeah, and it's been popping off over there, with Bald and Curious, Edward Petty, Fuzz Fork 8, Lever Guns 50, McMahon Reloading, Mad Sexy, Michael Hurtneck, New York Outcast, Reloader 762, Thor's Axe, AAB. Yeah, it's been popping off over there. Lots and lots of inspiring conversations going on. I've recently got a gift from the girlfriend, and what she saw and what I saw were something completely, totally different. And it's this painting right back here. So I'll just grab that. Hang on a second here. So what she sees in this painting is a flag with a tree. Me, I'm like, well, there's a couple of things going on here. There's a couple of things going on here. One, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, you notice how the blue is on the wrong side? She's like, yeah. I said, you notice how the tree has no leaves? Yeah. You notice how there's no red at the bottom of that tree? I said, that picture is a question.
You notice how it's all black?
Yep. And see how that tree is all black? I said, that painting is actually a very, very big question. Anybody have an idea what that question is trying to say? What is this picture trying to say?
America's dying? I don't know. Distress.
Okay, so flags that are inverted the other direction, more than likely, Jamie, right?
Distress.
So yeah, so it's not a sign of disrespect. It's a matter of distress.
Distress.
The tree being the tree of liberty, and it being all black, no leaves. The life is being taken out of it, and there's no red. Typically, when you see the symbolism of the tree of liberty, you see red. You see blood at the base of the tree, and there isn't yet. To me, I'm like, oh, well, that artist was trying to ask the question: are we at that point yet? Are we at the point where patriots are going to have to start shedding blood to bring life back to the tree of liberty?
Looking like it.
Well, if they keep doing what they're doing now, like they're trying to push in New York and other states, then yeah, it's gonna hit pretty fast because people ain't gonna stand for it. I sure as hell ain't gonna stand for it.
I will say
it's a
something.
good possibility.
I think honestly, man, after January 6th, if that's not a clear indication of, and this is just, this wasn't really everybody per se, but I'm just saying, that's a clear indication that there's an issue that's going on within our country, and it needs to be fixed, man. It saddens me, because the way I look at it, man, is I gave 22 years of my best life, to defend it, and so many people complain about stupid stuff, man. So many people take for granted their liberties and stuff like that. It irritates me. It really, we really have it really good here, guys. We really do. I honestly hope that we don't get to that point, man, because if we do, we can never have a conversation amongst each other, because it seems to me like they want us to take sides. We can't get to the level of, we can agree or disagree, but we can be friends. Now it seems to me like it's either you take my side or I'm against you the whole way. Pretty sad.
Well, that's the problem right now. It's divide and conquer. That's all it is. Divide and conquer tactics. They know they can't beat us themselves because we're too big compared to them. So the only way for them to actually have a chance of beating us is divide and conquer.
Or, as certain individuals say, use F-15s and nukes.
Yeah. There's something that recently happened within the news, and I think a lot of people don't know about this. But there's an issue that's going on in South Africa. There's actually serious issues going on over there where the police and everybody's gotten involved, and it's to a point now that they're at a martial law, and people have become seriously tired of the current government, and now they're looting and they're doing all kinds of stuff. They have mass unemployment in South Africa, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, that's pretty close to being us soon. I can tell you guys something, man. I can tell you that our economy is going to go to crap within the next 6 months. So and I'm not making excuses. I just think it's eventually going to happen. There's only too much highs that's been going on, and it's getting to a point where it's going to tank. So I hope you guys are prepared for it.
Well, all right. So Eastwood Farms, man, good question. Besides Lock Grips, what are some other good companies for Checkmate grips?
So
The Checkmate is one that I would have absolutely gotten if I had the opportunity rather than a Shadow 2. That is like the end all be all. The Checkmate is my dream pistol right now, and will be for quite some time, I believe. I don't know of anybody better than Lock Grips.
There's a couple different ones out there. I don't know if they're doing for that particular model or not, but there's VZ grips, there's Cool Hand grips, and there's a couple others too. I forget the name of them, but I'm not sure if they make them for that specific model.
VZ is pretty good too. I mean, I wouldn't shoot down VZ. Yeah, that particular model, that'll make me cream my shorts. That Checkmate is a phenomenal piece of machinery. VZ grips is a good option. Yeah.
Hey guys, we hate to change the topic, but we want to thank you guys for having us on. And you want to say?
Well, thank you everyone for the birthday wishes and stuff, and yeah, having us on.
But my aunt is pulling into our driveway right now, so we better get off of here. We
All
could
right.
leave
Well,
down
it's
in
been
the
a pleasure
basement.
having you on as always. Always good to see you.
Yeah. So thank you all for the great conversation today. I learned a lot, and we'll definitely work
Got some
on
practicing to do.
Yep, and continue to keep learning. So thank you all so much. Thank you
Yep.
for everything. And Alan, when you're ready to shoot a deer, you let me know.
Yeah, I need to. That's a skill that I just keep putting off.
You know, 9 times out of 10 is just sitting. So, all right, guys. Thank you again
very
so much
much.
for everything.
Good night.
Good night,
You're welcome.
Have a
everyone.
good one. Good night.
Ladies.
Happy birthday, Brenda.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chico in his natural habitat.
It's pretty rough whenever you you start looking at matches. That's somebody asked me in a question in a side chat, when's my next match? So at the range that I'm familiar with, that I shoot the USPSA, they do a match the first Sunday of every month. So it's kind of, I get a lot of downtime between the matches. I could go to the range where I'm a member of the range, but certain ranges, indoor ranges, they don't let you draw from a holster. And, it's kind of like everything's got to be on the bench and all that. So there are some local IDPA matches, which is different than USPSA, but that's still it's in the competition realm. So I think it can help out with, with my competition, getting more trigger time in. And like I said, I can get trigger time at my local range, but I'm limited on what I can do. I can't draw from the holster, and you got to worry about other people. So I think I may start at one of the ranges not too far from me. They have a weekly IDPA match, and that's totally different than USPSA. The scoring system is different and everything. So I may do that. A lot of the guys who shoot with me, they've been trying to get me to come to some of those IDPA matches. So yeah. So I'm loading up some ammo because I may do it this week.
Yeah, just
Stop shooting
remember
the
the
ground
rules are all
targets.
different, man. We'll have to pay attention to the rules and the differences between the two.
Yep.
Stop
I'm
shooting
sure
the brown targets.
Bald's familiar. He does a lot of shooting. I know one big difference is in USPSA, I can switch mags when I want. In IDPA, you can only switch mags at a magazine lock. I mean a slide lock. So if you do it before your slide locks, you get a procedural penalty. So that's one of those things you got to learn. Yep, Uncle John, I'll still get my reps in, and that's my whole thinking of it. As long as I get my reps in, behind the buzzer. When that buzzer starts, I don't care what kind of stage planning you does. A lot of time it goes to shit. Whatever you think how you gonna attack a stage, when that buzzer goes off, you go blank sometimes, and you just like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? So, but it's good.
That's kind of like boxing. Like, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right?
It's true, man. Even when I was doing martial arts competitions and stuff, you'd have a plan in your head of how you're going to attack this guy coming at you, whatever, And then as soon as they say go, the whole thing changes.
Bald done taught me something. See, I need to read up more on the IDPA rules. He said you got to retain it. I knew it was something like you can't let it hit the ground. I knew it was something
you can't drop it. You got to keep it on your person.
Okay, so see, that's rules. These damn rules. But like everything, it needs to be rules. So
you know why there's rules, right? Because somebody sometime in the past.
Yeah. I used to watch a lot of Bald's competition shooting. I know it's a lot of stuff. The main thing that I intend or never intend to happen, I don't care if I'm in last place, but as long as I don't have to go to Dairy Queen after a match, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I could be the last one, but that's one thing that I'm like, do not DQ, do not break this 180, do not, you know. So when I'm out there, I'm like, I'm making sure that because you know, I don't want to say, hey, you got to get off this damn range because you just flagged. That's when I'm definitely big in safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's better to go slow and make sure you don't make mistakes like that, and the speed will come with time.
Sometimes the way the stages are set up, you know, where a target is, you have to run backwards. If you run backwards, you never want to turn around. You got to. I've done that in a match where I'm shooting at this target, and then a next target is over here, but it's backwards, and I've got to run backwards with my gun still pointed this way. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that the guys told me, like,
do the moonwalk, bro.
Right, you know, something similar like that. So it is a mental game, I think. East Wind Farm says Dairy Queen. I love Dairy Queen.
Yeah, Dairy Queen ain't bad.
Daniel already told me, you know, if I get a DQ, I got to go to Dairy Queen and do a video. So.
Well, and even Bald has received DQs on matches where he's filming everything else. He's tried to fight it in the spot. It don't happen. You're done.
Yep.
Apparently that they just there's no going back. Once they tell you you're done, you're done.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's but you know, I think in reality, you really think about it, when you make those kind of mistakes, you're gonna learn from that. I can tell you that much. You're gonna learn a lot just from what you're doing wrong. But what I would always tell you too is, you know, maybe talk to somebody else who saw you DQ and ask them, what did I do wrong, kind of thing, you know, so you can kind of better prepare yourself for next time. You know, but I'm sure that I'm not into the whole competitive shooting thing, but I knew that if I would get into it, I know I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, and I wouldn't be surprised if I disqualify myself sometimes, you know, because it's a given. I mean, it's going to happen.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Whenever you start trying to get into these types of things, it's better to go slow, and the speed will come in time, you know.
Yeah.
Bill, he shot and DQ'd on a qualifier. At least it didn't chew up your entire day that way then.
Damn, that's scary. Look at that freaking thing, man. He just glows in the dark. What the hell is that?
How you doing, buddy?
Freaking alien looking tonight, and he's got white freaking headphones now.
Well, they didn't have brown ones. I couldn't find the brown ones.
You get brown ones, fool.
He's not racist like you.
You get brown ones, fool.
I had to jump in because Chico's all scared about getting DQ'd. It's not about if you get DQ'd; it's about when you get DQ'd.
See, that's the same thing that they told me with my chronograph right before I shot it. Right? It was like, it's not going to matter if you do it; it's when you do it. And the first time I took it out, I killed it. So, and I got it on camera. Yeah, I know, Bald. I've seen some of yours. I just didn't want to be like, Bald's DQ, you know, but I've seen some of yours and I was like, what happened? I seen one where you started, I think, and when you drew your holster, the gun went off.
No, the gun didn't went off. My finger squeezed the trigger too fast.
Well, it went off, okay?
I own up to it because I knew I fucked up. I mean, I just drew too fast. I had no problem to it. I shook everybody's hand. I drove my friend over there, so I was like, I'll go have a breakfast. You finish. I'll see you later. You know, what pisses you off when you get DQ'd at a major match like I did like 3-4 years ago at the Area 8 for a bullshit call, and you can't even contest it. That's what pisses you off. Regular DQ, especially when you know that you fucked up, it's like, yeah, you know what, shit happens.
Just own up to it and be done. Yeah.
Yeah, but at some point, you know, like you're doing this for fun, but at some point it feels better when you win. Or at least you plays better. It just feels better. So you're gonna start pushing the speed. And you still, as long as you keep the muzzle discipline and you keep it down range and all that, as long as you don't break 180, drop the gun and shit like that, you know, if you get DQ for some BS thing, then you know it is what it is.
Well,
All
and
right.
I was gonna ask you, Chico, what do you see yourself? What really got you into competition shooting? Do you have goals with it?
Yeah, so look, I'll tell you, and this is weird. So when I started reloading in 2017, I was watching Pops, right? And Bald. I know Bald was probably shooting back then. So because I shoot so much at the range, right? Just before everything went 200 rounds a week at the range before everything went crazy. And I was like, I need to do something more so I can be more proficient, you know, and I'm not like trying to be no master or nothing like that. I just want to be more proficient. And so I registered for practice score in 2017. And I was commenting on people's videos, Pops, Ball, and they was like, just go do a match. And I just kept procrastinating. And one of the guys that's local to me, he said, man, just come to a match. He said, just come to a match. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So when I found out the match was an hour away, I said, hell no, I'm not coming. If I'm coming, I'm competing because it's an hour away. And I'm just going to have to, take my time because I was like, do I need a holster? Do I need this? He said, some people who don't have the gear, they have their magazines in their pocket. That's just to get them started. It ain't ideal, but, to get it started. So the first time I did it, I enjoyed the hell out of it. And it was like, I want to do it again. I know I can do better. I know it's going to make me a better shooter. So I've got some video that I need to load up into YouTube. The matches that you've seen on my YouTube channel, that was my very first match. And I'm still green. You know what I mean? I'm still rookie. So, but from my last match, this past Sunday, a week ago, me looking at the videos, I think I did so much better because I was moving a little bit faster. I was kind of moving more smooth, if that makes sense. So I need to load those videos up. So I've got another match that I did a month ago. So just me seeing that progression, so I've been invited to a 3-gun match and a 2-gun match. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get this pistol down first. I'm trying to get this this basic stuff first. So I don't know what the goals is. I just want to compete at I guess a higher level than my skill set allows now.
The goal is to have fun.
Correct. I agree.
And the progression that you see, that's confidence. The confidence in yourself, in your abilities. I mean, me and my shooting buddy, I mean, you see him a lot of videos. Sean, he recently lost about 100 pounds. So he really lost Chico. and like we've been shooting matches for years. We've been shooting big matches, and once you start going to these biggest matches every year, you get to know people. They get to know you, and we get to the point like we like holding ourselves back, playing it safe. I was like, no, we better than that. So you kind of push yourself. Yeah, we can do this. We can shoot all these targets before the mover pops in and all that. And I think every single gun owner should go and shoot some kind of competition, at least a couple of times a year. Because I don't care what you say. If you think you're an operator and you take a training course with some self-defense class once every 5 years,
those matches will humble you.
Exactly. Yeah, opposed to a guy like me or Chico that go and shoot and all that, you got the adrenaline going and you fuck up, and at the same token you figure out how to get yourself out of the screw up, and because like you said, you have a plan. Okay, once you get a little more proficient, about 90% of the time your plan will work when the buzzer goes off, because you kind of prepare yourself mentally. At least you walk the stage and you figure out exactly, okay, this is what I'm doing and I'm committing to it. But at the same token, you kind of have like a back door. Like at this point, maybe this won't work and I have to do something else. Especially if I'm New York, it's all 10-round magazines, so it's I have to be careful with the reloads, and so you kind of no, it's 10. It's 10.
7 rounds.
It's 10 rounds. You dark eye.
Hey, I had to wear glasses because the fucking glare, your big ass forehead is killing me, man. So I had to put some glasses on.
You pinche pendejo.
Hey, look, Fuzz made a good point. It's some hot women out there that's shooting better than some men out there.
We had a 70-year-old couple shooting today. He's retired cop and his wife was with him. They were in their 70s and they were having fun. No issues whatsoever.
Yeah, it's cool.
Women tend to be better shooters overall because they're more relaxed than we are. We get all pissed off and frustrated real easy.
Well, depends. Some of us do, but this is the best training you can get for $20 because usually local matches that's what you pay. You pay $20 to shoot. Okay, you get to shoot 200 rounds depending on a match and stages, and this is probably one of the best training. And especially, I never once. I mean, here and there you get somebody that's an asshole, but 99% of the time you find good people. That, if you do something wrong, they're gonna help you out. If you need a gear, they're gonna help you out. Never once. I'm like, if I was missing something, there wasn't somebody willing to help me. For crying out loud, I came to the matches with the wrong gun and no freaking holster, and I was like bordering shit left and right just to shoot the match.
And I mean, that's the goal is. The goal is
you
to
call
grow
me a
the sport.
pendejo. Look at you.
I called you
the goal is to grow the sport and make the sport better and bigger. And the only way we can do that is by helping other people get into it and help them grow and all the rest of it as a shooter and all the rest. So, there's you'll get that asshole here and there, but for the most part, everyone's willing to help everyone.
Yeah, as long as Mario doesn't get into shooting sports, there's gonna be no assholes.
And Alan, I know you was asking me the question. I don't know if I fully answered. So I'm not trying to beat nobody out there myself, right? I'm just trying to beat myself from the last match. I'm trying to just get better every time. So that's kind of even though you're in a group or a squad, they assign you to a group when you register. You're in competition with yourself, trying to be better than you was last time. Ain't that right, my brother?
Yeah, that's for the first maybe 10 competitions. After that, you go balls to the walls and you want to beat somebody. It doesn't, like all of a sudden you're mid-pack. I'm like, yeah, I'm not like top. I'm not like lower 10. I'm mid-pack. I can do better. And it kind of drives it to do a little better.
Right.
And then you go down rabbit hole and start driving 6 hours to a goddamn match, paying for the hotel and all that crap. And this is I kept saying this is the dumbest sport in the world because it costs you tens of thousands of dollars between the guns, ammo, practice, and all that. Then you go, like for example, end of the August, we're shooting Area 8, so it's a almost 6-hour drive. So I got to drive, I got to spend the money for the hotel, stay overnight, then you shoot all day, then you drive back. And even if you win the entire match, let's say you're that good and you win the entire match, you're gonna get a plaque that's worth about $5 made in China. That's all you're gonna get. You're not winning any money. Okay, there's no money. There's nothing involved. And you pay like $150, $180 for a match like that. Easy.
Yeah, you get bragging rights and a $5 plaque.
Exactly.
Now you might pick up some brass at the match, but that's
No, you ain't picking up a match like that. You're not picking up any brass. You just don't. First of all, you ain't got the time. Second of all, they won't let you. Third of all, you don't really care at that point.
On like a major match.
Yeah, local match maybe.
Yeah, the local ones.
But like I said, it's the best training you're gonna get because there's a reason why the top competition shooters also train special forces and all that because there's only so much you can teach in the classroom or in the shoot house and whatnot if there's no adrenaline going and all that.
Yeah, those matches are humble you, especially when they start adding in like moving targets, those swing. Because you see some of the targets are static, but they've got some targets where you got to hit a piece of steel and it activates a swinger. And sometimes you only got one shot. Yeah, they're all brown. Yes.
And that's why I really like the New England IDPA matches in Massachusetts, or Rhode Island, New Hampshire, because the IDPA matches they would put up. I mean, I shot from underneath the car, I shot from the car, I shot from moving tractor, I shot from made up roller coaster. I mean, they put up all these props that you run through shoot house. There's a laser beam activates this, activates that. You also shoot. Usually, big matches have a low light stages, so at least shoot 2 stages with low light or no light whatsoever, all in dark. And you don't get that in USPSA. USPSA all about the speed. It's just balls to the walls. If you're fast enough, you can outrun a mic. You can't do that in IDPA because IDP is so much easier scoring, and it's all about accuracy and time. The USPSA is all balls to the walls, go as fast as you can, and you can outrun the mic as long as you're reasonable accurate and you're super fast.
I don't know, man. These little legs I got, they move a little bit. So, you know, Mario, gotta move them little legs, man. We about the same height.
Indeed,
Yeah,
sir.
but-
Indeed. You know.
Yeah, but you are half the weight of Mario.
Okay, so I'm a little faster, right?
Hey, fatness rose too, man.
Don't be
hate.
picking on the Mexican. The Mexican can probably move
And
pretty quick.
The Mexican can
did
only-
really move pretty-
Hey, listen. He will
You put a
move.
boulder in front of them and they'll run right through it.
No, Mexican will move really fast when he's got a INS behind him.
He's fucking stupid.
Hey, you know the first thing I said when I got my citizenship naturalization certificate to my platoon sergeant? I went
you said,
straight up to
"Hola."
him, looked him in the eye. Will you shut the fuck up and listen? I looked him straight in the eye and I said, I'm legal. I ain't got to run fast no more. And I did it in a straight face. And he started laughing his ass off.
So he was looking down on you, right? Because you were looking up because you're so short.
Yes, that's true, man. He was tall fucker like you, like 6'4" and shit.
Oh, look, I got a question for y'all reloaders. I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask anyway. When you are you coming to the end of your powder, right? Say tight group, and you need to fill it back up with a new lot. Do y'all run all of that out? Which is the correct answer is you should run all of that out before you mix lots, even though they are the same type of powder, but they're different lots, so they could vary a little bit. What do y'all do?
I never do that, and I never run the hopper run out of the powder. I always keep it at least halfway full. In a pistol, it simply does not make any difference.
So even with different lots of powder?
Absolutely. Pistol cartridges are just, there's no benefit to it. I mean, when you get to the rifle, when you're really chasing that 1 mile shot and all that, that's a different story. In a pistol, never leave the hopper less than halfway full.
Yeah. Don't let it run dry.
Yeah, don't let it
run dry. And if you walk away from the press, like especially with the Dillon, the powder measures are really, really accurate. So usually, if I've not ran it for a week or whatever, I'll run a case up there and just do 3 or 4 powder drops just to get it measured back out and then start a run.
Yeah, I do. I try not to let it run down, but when I start getting low, I check every case, But I normally keep it like Ball said, halfway. But I was coming to the end of this lot of powder, and I was like, maybe I'll try a different powder because, like I said, for my 9mm, I have a standard load that I run for either competition or something that I'm preferred to run. But and it's always been tight group for the longest. CFE. I like that sports pistol though. I just can't find it right now, so I'm trying to hold on to what I've got, what I have. Rather.
So
see, I've heard just the opposite.
So
You
Chico,
don't like
what pistol you run in the competition?
I'm running old Glock for now.
Okay, Glock what?
Glock 19.
Okay.
But I recently purchased a CZ P10C, and that's what I'm going to be running. I just got to, first of all, I'll tell you too.
So basically, you picked up a CZ Glock.
Yes, but the CZs, I've got a PO7, and I wanted to run that one. And I said, no, because that's my carry gun. So the CZ PO7, the magazines, somebody would call me. And the P10C that I have, it's a 3rd generation. The magazines for the P10C, for this PO7 do not work in my new P10C. But the P10C will work in the PO7. So it's like backwards compatibility. And
that's an easy fix.
No, not for this one. I've seen your video too. Talking about whenever you cut the square right here.
Yeah.
It's different for the next generation. It's different for the P10C. Have
I
y'all
did not
seen
know that.
seen the Mac? I was gonna make a video, but I couldn't. You can see I tried to drill through this one. The newer CZs, they've got another slot cut right here, just like this.
Yeah, just like this right here.
But yeah, I think Alan's showing it. Yep, that will work in my P10C. So yeah, Bald, I've seen your video where you cut that slot in it, and it worked. Yeah. But the third generation, it won't work.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Learn something every day.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you want to get yourself a bigger gun. I know that in your hands, the G19 probably feels like G35.
So you're thinking a longer slide, something with a longer barrel, right?
Well, if you're gonna stick with like a production, then yeah, you're gonna have something with a longer radius, side radius for one, and for two, switch from 124 go to 147s.
So what about if I'm running an optic too?
If you're running an optic, it's you don't have to. If you're running the optic, you don't have to, but the extra weight helps.
Yeah, I'm getting me a slide rider for this P10C.
Yeah, I'm running the X5 Legion, and you can get away with the shorter. You can go with like a compact stick or something. It'll work, but the extra weight of the actual gun helps. The mitigated recoil and all that. And I'm telling you, switch, especially in a short gun, small gun like that, switch from 115, 124s, whatever you're shooting, go up to 145s, 147s.
All right. So we never got Jamie's answer on the powder or Alan's battle beam. We really don't care at this point. You know, he's been running his mouth. So, Jamie.
Well, y'all know I don't do. I do a lot more rifle work than I do pistol work, but when it comes to a light change for rifle, I'll not mix lots, and I almost start over at the bottom and work my way up again. So I'm almost starting over for load development once I get a new light of a particular powder that I like. But you also got to understand that's a lot different than four and a half grain charge in a 9mm cartridge. When you're running a 35 Remington with 38 grains, or a 30-06 or a 270 with somewhere between 47 and 57 grains of powder, depending on your projectile and the weight. So I think with rifle you got to be a lot more careful.
Yeah, I would expect the same. I don't actually load for rifle yet, but what I mean, I'm just loading pistol, and no, I'm not gonna run a lot out and put a different lot in if I'm using the same kind of powder. It's not going to make that much of a difference, I wouldn't think. So yeah, I won't let my hopper get past a quarter tank. I just don't do it. It's as soon as it starts going down, I'll just tap some more powder in there. I'm not worried about lot numbers. If I'm using the same powder, it's fine. I'm not building extreme precision loads. It would likely be significantly different if I was building extreme precision loads, but
well, when you get down low and even in pistol powders, you can still use that powder. Just not through a powder measure. Just load up your charge, weigh it, throw it in the case, and go on. And you can do that easy with your load blocks in a single stage, which a lot of beginners, that's what they're going to be doing, because they're not going to invest right away in a big time progressive like what you see Chico running there. That's a beautiful machine, does great work, but it's not something that I would recommend a beginner be using. unless you're a mechanic like Chico.
Well, it all boils down to if you understand the whole mechanics, how it works, you understand what you're doing. Nowadays, you got so many videos you can watch. Like 10 years ago, if you're a reloader, it was a lot tougher. You didn't have so much resources. Nowadays, you got so many videos you can watch. You can watch so many things before you actually dive into it. So if you actually understand, let's say you're a competition shooter and you get to the point that, okay, you know what? I'm tired of paying all these prices. I want to start reloading. So you're looking for something high volume. Absolutely no sense for you to get a single stage and learn and then step up. If you put literally do your homework, watch, figure out what you want, figure out the mechanics, how it all works, and just there's no problem jumping into progressive.
Well, I agree with that. If you're a competition shooter, I'm not addressing that. My issue was with the guy that goes out here and he's COVID hit. Cops ain't gonna come to my house if somebody's breaking in my house. I got to have a gun. Then he goes to the store and he can't buy ammo. So now I got to make my own ammo. So I'm gonna start reloading. That guy that calls the local store every time his dryer don't work, he calls a plumber when his toilet runs on. That guy don't need a Dillon 650.
Oh, that guy won't have any press. I guarantee that. If you can't fix your own plumbing or your dryer, you're not. Yeah, exactly. You're the kind of guy that you go buy an ammo.
He's going to go to work and find someone at work that does it and ask them to bag them for
it. Exactly. I met people like that when the COVID hit. I was at the gun store and I was just shaking my head. There was a guy there, and he couldn't decide if he wants a pistol caliber carabine, Ruger, or a 12-gauge shotgun. And he had no freaking idea what the difference between them is and what and how and all that. By the time he decided what to get, I'm like, I walked up to him. I was like, sir, here's my phone number. Here's my YouTube channel. If you want, back then I still had the private rage. You can bring your entire family. I'll teach you how to use this gun for free. Just bring your ammo. I'll teach you. You can check me out on YouTube. I'm legit. I know what I'm talking about. I just felt bad for him. This was a Westchester guy, probably some IT guy or something that had no idea what the gun looks like, just like Mario. And I just felt bad for him. So a guy like that is not going to be buying a freaking reloading machine because...
well,
right, Mario?
Difference isn't lots now. I mean, we're like we were talking about. There's not a huge difference in lots at all. It really isn't.
I thank God you put a hat on.
God. So Mario, do you do anything different powder wise, or you just keep it full?
I try to stay about. I don't put it all the way full. I go about 3/4 most of the time. I try to stay that route. But one thing I did notice that with the Dillon, the powder measure, that thing is very, very accurate, man. And so you don't really need to, you can have it low like what Chico has it right now, or you can have it, all the way up. It's still going to throw the powder very well. So with the Lee, I always have a tendency of kind of keeping it full for some reason. I don't know, maybe just because, and not to bash on Lee, I just, on Lee, I've never had any issues with it, but I've always kind of kept it kind of full, just from, doing all these reloads on that turret press. But, I think it's teach their own. I don't think the lot number really matters as much. I mean, that's just my personal opinion because we shoot a lot of lot numbers with different ammunition in the military, and I never really have any issues. The only reason why lot numbers really are a thing that people really use is if for some reason there is a issue with some of the ammo, you go based on the lot number, and you can identify if the lot number is bad, and then they'll take that lot number out of the inventory. That's really the only reason why we use the lot numbers for our ammo. But I haven't had no issues.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're for recall purposes, stuff like that. But yeah, I've never seen a big difference. I've honestly, I don't even look. You know, it's just the same powder, it's the same powder. I really don't care. And if I start seeing an issue, then obviously it'd be different. But I've never seen any issues with it. We're gonna start going through the room, so we'll start with Jamie. What you got coming up, man?
Just our Friday night live streams, Georgia Shooting Connection channel, Friday nights at 8:00. We're probably going to be doing a giveaway here soon to a new reloader. We're going to try to give away a single stage press, vintage antique one. That would be nice, and I hope we can find somebody that really needs it. I don't want to be a bad steward of what the Lord bless us with. But one thing I do want to say, y'all keep Tim the Emperor and his family in your prayers. His son-in-law and granddaughter were in a bad car accident, and they've started a GoFundMe to try to help pay for some of the hospital expenses for Tim's son-in-law. So if y'all keep them in your prayers, I appreciate it. And Scotsman, thanks for the link. Thanks for having me. You guys, I always enjoy hanging out with y'all. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, bro. All good to see you. Battle Bean.
Hey, all right, guys. First of all, thank you, Scotsman, for the invite. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the panel and the side chat. I know sometimes I like to make myself feel like the clown here, but just, I like to put a smile on people's faces, especially after crazy weeks that we go through working and all the stuff that we do, guys. So I got really nothing going on, man. I'm just working away and just chilling. I am picking up a new rifle tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that video. But other than that, I'm just chilling, man. So appreciate the invite.
Awesome. Good deal, man. Good deal. Look forward to seeing what you're picking up. Val?
Oh, I guess thanks for having me here. Chico, keep it up. Keep it up. You're just going to get better. You're just going to go uphill from now. And like I said, everybody go shoot some competition. Great training and lots of fun.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Chico Wise.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate everyone coming in the side chat and Bob for jumping on, and people in the side chat out there giving advice and supporting and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. I will upload some of my recent shooting matches or competition videos. So I like to be critiqued and told I'm doing something wrong if I'm doing it wrong. So I appreciate it. I probably got some other stuff I need to load up, but thanks for the invite. Good seeing y'all, everybody on the panel. Alan and Scotsman, and especially Alan with that new shadow too. So appreciate the links, guys.
Absolutely, man. Always good to have you on. I had a great chat tonight. Lots of good folks out there in the side chat throwing out some good information as well. All appreciate everyone showing up. And I'm going to throw it over to our newest Shadow 2 owner to take us out.
Oh, man. Absolutely phenomenal chat. Glad everybody was able to show up. Side chat's been rolling all night. Had a great panel. Again, if you catch it later, Brenda, happy birthday. Hope it's been a great one. There might be a possibility that I put out a video this week. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's about time for me to get this magazine loaded and one in the chamber. Woo!